the water is trying to be ready. So while the water is getting ready, let's also get the onions and every other ingredient that we are going to be making use of ready. So we're going to be dicing the onions. This onions is a twin onion. When we were small, any food item that we get or we want to make use of that is twin, can you see it's twin? And so we always see it as a very good signal. That means that person will have twins, you know. And we keep saying, oh, we're going to have twins, you know, just like in, you know, after peeling orange, there's a way we peel orange, peel all the back and then start eating it one after the other. Once we see twins, or tangerine, we see twins on it, or, you know, every other fruit, we feel so happy that that's a signal that one is going to have twins when we get married. So, and when you have those twins fruit around, you know, in your fruits, you don't want to give it to anybody. You want to eat it alone, as small as you were, you know. We want to eat it alone. Oh, it's twins. We're going to be having twins. So these onions is just one onion, but I've been able to get two from it, and we grew up believing in that kind of a thing, you know, and I believe it works because I also have twins, you know. I gave birth to twins too. So sometimes, you know, there are some little things that you may be practicing without knowing that at the end of the day it works for you. So everything centers on belief, you know, what you believe in, you know, that's how it's centered. And you see that in working out for you, you know, because you believe in that, and you always cherish that moment. Not just for any other thing, just that you believe in whatever you are doing and you always cherish it. So, such is life, children. You see yourself. Whoever that told us that, I cannot remember. But just that. Okay, I'm going to be turning it over. Okay, so that we can add the spaghetti. But make sure that before you add spaghetti, you need to prove the taste of salt to that food. Very important. Prove the taste of salt, you know, to the water you have already cooked. It is very important. Not after adding the spaghetti, you start adding salt. This is something you need to do. Okay, so I'm adding oil. The excess of adding this little oil is so that the spaghetti will not run itself together. Okay, so this is the spaghetti. I want to cook 1.5. Okay, so I don't need to cover it now, but if I want a quick one that the spaghetti will quickly absorb water, I can go as far as putting water here, water here, water here, you know, trying to push it in, and I'm good to go. You see? I'm good to go. Not so much covering. And we're going to be switching over to the onions and back to our story of twins. Okay, so there are some fruits that when you locally eat, you'll be able to dictate whether that fruit, you know, you are able to get twins from that fruit. So, just as I said, orange, there's a way you have to remove the back of the orange, peel the orange, remove the white side of it. So I'm going to be washing these onions. Okay. So you have to remove the back of the orange, peel it, and then you will be able to dictate whether you got twins or not. Okay, I can also turn my video to the washing side while we do the washing together. I just want to carry you guys along. So we peel the back of the orange, peel the white, inner white side. Okay, we're going to be turning again. This is where our spaghetti is cooking. So, need to clean a bit, kind of. Okay. So let me start with the twin onions. So that's just it. We so much cherish twins, you know. And then in African apple, Odara, we call it Odara, we also look towards a very small seed from that African apple. Once we are able to see from the, it always comes with 5 seeds. So when there will be small seed in it, it will make the seed to be 6. So when you are eating that African apple and you're able to, you know, see twins, oh, the small one, we regard it as twins and we cherish it so much. You eat every part of it, so because we so much believe that when we do that, we are going to be having twins when we get married. I really do not know, you know, who gave us such local idea, kind of. Okay, I've been able to peel, to slice one. I eat a lot of onions. That is just it. To some people, this onions is a lot. Why to some, it's not enough. There are people who actually eat a lot of onions. Okay, So the second one. Remember, we are making a low budget spaghetti. For this spaghetti, we just need 3 ingredients apart from the seasoning. 3 main ingredients is what we need. Apart from the seasoning, we are going to be making it. So it's the same thing with slicing onions. There are some people who like to slice their onions so small, so tiny, while some prefer very big. So everything boils down on choices. You know, the choice you make and how you like it. Don't do because someone slices that way. You know, just do what you think that goes for you. Okay, with these onions we are ready. We're going to be checking on this our spaghetti once again. We set the onions aside and go back to the spaghetti section. We're going to be moving to this section to see how far we have done. I don't know how it is by your side. The heat here does not have plateau. It's so hot here. The spaghetti is not yet ready. So we are going to be getting other things ready. Okay? So we move to the a little bit up because I need egg. There is also need for you to be turning the spaghetti while cooking it because it will also help the spaghetti to, you know, to split, you know, not to gum each other. Okay, so we're going to be needing egg. That's why I got this. These are the eggs. I'll be needing more egg. Moving back to what we need. So the main 2 ingredients for this meal are spaghetti, which is the main ingredient, the main food we are cooking. The next is these onions and egg, and we are cooking jollof spaghetti with it. Jollof spaghetti. Okay, move it a little bit here. I hope you guys are seeing clearly. I need to start with this. Instead of boiling this egg, you know, and using it to eat spaghetti boiled. You need to do otherwise. If there is one thing I don't like doing is cutting eggs, because I'm always scared of the shell entering inside the egg. Okay, this is finished. I need to take more 2 sets from here. If you check this egg, these ones are bigger than the one. Okay, this is all we need. We set the eggs aside. So I'm going to be mixing the ingredients direct. Okay, for the ingredients, exactly what you need for frying your eggs. So let me just, okay, let me carry you guys along. I'm going to be getting a little bit get my set it aside. Okay, so for this I'm going to be needing this basilicum. I don't know, this basilicum, when you check it very well, it looks like curry. So I think that's what Germans calls curry, dry curry. They dry it like thyme or rosemary, so it is called basilicum. I'm going to be making use of this basilicum. I'm going to also be making use of rosemary. Of course, I'll be needing the curry. I'm going to be needing the nutmeg. Okay, so these are all I need. Oregano, I'm going to be needing it. So just as I told you, apart from the ingredients, you don't really need much for this cooking. So we're going to be coming over, going back to our meal. Okay, so just a little measurement. So let me start with curry. Set aside. Nutmeg. There is one other thing I like using, calabash nutmeg. That calabash nutmeg is locally, is a native nutmeg. That calabash nutmeg brings a special taste to your meal. That's one other thing I like to make use of. So I'm going to be adding basilicum, dried curry, yeah, not in powder form. And this is rosemary. Remember, Africans, we don't really have this measurement culture that need to say add 1 spoon. We always use our eyes measurement. There's another important ingredient I'm going to be leaving here, which is this. This will serve as seasoning cube for me. Okay, we are ready. We are gradually getting ready for this meal. I'm going to be turning them. Take your time. I can whisk it. Make sure you whisk everything together. But when oil touches it, it will be whisked together. I think I'm supposed to have used a bigger plate for the egg. Okay, so we are going to be checking on the spaghetti we have been cooking. So when it comes to cooking this spaghetti, every other person have choice. You know, the way you want. Some want it very soft, while some do not like it very soft. So I'm moving to the section of the spaghetti. You know, it depends on how you want, but always remember to, you know, turn the spaghetti. Don't just, you know, cook spaghetti and remove your face till the spaghetti is well cooked. No, it is either, you know, some of it might likely gone, but when you have enough oil, it may not, or the spaghetti will cook so fast that it will start getting dry. Then you on that. So I'll be making this to sieve it. This spaghetti is actually done. Just so I'm going to be showing you guys where I want to sieve it. Move a little bit forward. also pour water on my spaghetti, to cool it off. This is also an avenue of, opening it. I need to also pour a cold water to it. You see, just to cool it off. Okay, while we are draining the water, so we're going to be starting off with the proper cooking. So I'm going closer to the oven. So what I need here now is oil, which is very, very necessary for this cooking. I hope you're seeing inside I want us to see inside the pot properly. Okay, now. So I'm going to be adding oil. Remember, we are making use of olive oil. So while the oil is getting ready, I'm going to be adding the onions. Remember, we have sliced onions together. Allow the onions to fry a bit. So all you need to do is to allow the onions to fry, for some minutes. Okay, while the onions is getting ready, I'm going to also be needing time, but I'm going to put it here in the oil. This is thyme. This is actually Nigerian thyme for seasoning. So we are going to be making use of the curry. I'm going to be adding it inside the oil. The essence of doing this is to get the color of the spaghetti to look like, you can see my oil has changed. So the color of the oil has changed, which is the main essence. I'm going to be introducing the egg. Okay, remember we are cooking low budget. The main ingredients are just the egg and onions. So whenever you add your egg, in whatever you are cooking, make sure that you cook egg on low heat. Try as much as possible to fry on low heat. Very important. So that at the end of the day, every part of that egg will definitely get cooked. So I'm trying to wash up. I know I'm not going to be making use of anymore. It's a little wash up because when I'm cooking, I like to wash up. After cooking, I am totally tired. When I see tired plates to wash, I get tired of that. So the egg is already frying. Let me just check. Just shift it, okay? Gradually shift it. I hope you guys are seeing inside this. You can see it's gradually cooking, but on a low heat. Just try this formula of jollof spaghetti for your kids. I also found out that kids likes it so much. You know, very low budget. And it doesn't also take much of your time. It's a quick one. Very quick one. So it is still frying. So you keep turning it on interval. Okay, on interval. Here you have to also exercise patience. The most important thing is that the egg got well fried, not just, you know, in a haste. Before you know it, it will start getting burnt. Okay, so at this stage, I can actually increase the gas. It is very, 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 very hot here, as in I don't know what kind of weather. That's why everyone says Africans are blessed, you know. When it is hot, it is hot. In Africa, not so hot by this. These people, their weather is like no the day. They have good weather. You can see because I'm cooking this on. You see, gradually, you see the color of this egg. What actually changes it to this color is just the curry, okay? And we added ingredients. So we are going to be introducing the spaghetti gradually, okay? You introduce and turn. On the low heat. I hope you're still inside. Low budget fried spaghetti. You see, it is hot. It is actually hot. So you introduce and you turn. To mix it. This is another difficult part. Spaghetti. I don't want any bread on this spaghetti. I don't want anything. So it's going to make me to change the color of the pepper. I'll be making use of. So I'm going to be introducing pepper. So I'm going to be using black pepper. I would have used normal dry red pepper, but just because, you know, I really do not want anything red. So that's why black pepper is going for it. So this food is actually ready. It's just for me to make sure that the pepper are well mixed. Okay, can you see? This is our low budget spaghetti. It's ready. So, and then you dish out. Just a quick dish out. Just a quick one. Okay, we are ready. I just want to dish out. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, you just need to know to where the food is. Can you see? This meal does not take much of your time, you know, to get it done, and it's also budget friendly, very very budget friendly. Does not take much of your time, and it's budget friendly. You see how I was able to quickly get it done. So try this meal and maybe come back to the comment section to tell me how it tastes. This is low budget fried spaghetti. You can actually mix vegetables like, you know, carrots, all those things, just the same way you cook fried rice. You know, can actually mix them to this. Thank you so much for watching, and please do remain blessed. Okay, you can see. That's the low budget fried spaghetti.